Gemini 3 just doubled its reasoning score, 37.5% to 76.2%. That jump is not a software patch. It is a fundamental rewrite of how the model processes information. And it means your current prompting habits are not just useless, they are actively harmful to your results. The gap between users who adapt and those who don't is widening fast. You are either unlocking a deliberate problem-solving partner that catches its own errors, or you are wasting compute on a model that is trying to help you in a language you no longer speak. So what does Gemini's deep think actually change under the hood? And why do you need to stop asking it to think out loud? You probably think reasoning is just the model working harder. You think you need to force it with prompts like, "Let's think step by step." Wrong. That is the old way. Think of the difference between blurting the first answer on a multiple-choice test versus sitting down to sketch out a proof on scratch paper. Before, the model blurted the first answer it found. It predicted the next token and moved on. No backtracking, no second thoughts. Now, Gemini sits down and sketches the proof before writing the final line. That pause is where the intelligence lives. Gemini 3 runs a silent internal process before it answers. It generates intermediate steps. It checks its logic against the problem. It verifies before it outputs anything. This is how you get that 76.2% score. It is still a neural network. But the tokens now include a reasoning trace. Most people treat reasoning like a toggle. They activate it for hard questions. They think they can just switch it on when things get tough. But Gemini's deep think is a fundamentally different computational path. It structures the process like a planning session. It identifies the problem type. It selects the right approach. It executes the steps. And it verifies the results. The 76.2% leap reflects this architectural shift, not just raw compute. And in a second, I'll show you the part of this shift that nobody expects. Reasoning capability separates a tool from an agent. An agent does not just answer. It plans actions. It executes them. It observes results and adapts. Imagine you ask it to fix a bug in your code. An old model would guess a fix. An agent breaks the goal into subtasks. It inspects the current configuration. It identifies the bottleneck. It tests changes and iterates. It runs the fix. It checks if it broke anything else. The reasoning ensures each step connects logically to the last. This is why the score jumped. The model is no longer guessing. It is solving. So if the model is doing the thinking, what do you actually type? Here's the shift. When a model thinks internally, old tricks become redundant. Explicit step-by-step instructions are now useless. Gemini handles the decomposition itself. You must change your strategy. Focus on clear goals. Give rich context. Define precise constraints. Google quietly told users to stop prompting Gemini to think because the model now does that work silently. You are fighting the architecture if you try to force the thinking yourself. Stay with me, because the answer to that breaks the golden rule of prompting you have been taught for years. The 76.2% score is the result of this silent verification loop. You get accurate outputs because the model stops guessing and starts verifying. The payoff is simple. You stop wrestling with prompts. You start directing outcomes. The model handles the heavy lifting of logic. You handle the intent. Take this home. The model is now the thinker. Your job is to be the architect. Stop writing step-by-step instructions. Start defining precise constraints and goals. If you want to see how this reasoning engine actually takes control of your browser and code editor to build software autonomously, watch this video next. And if you are building with Gemini, you will want to see the exact prompt templates that unlock the deep think mode without triggering the old habits. Subscribe for the breakdown. That's the full picture. If this made it click, tap subscribe. There's a new AI explainer here every day, and tap the video on screen to keep going. See you in the next one.